Hey survivors, this is Vonnie. Welcome back to my channel covering all things about narcissism. In today's video, I'm going to talk about taking your fight back to the narcissist. We all know they are very cruel and very vile. So I'm going to go deeper and give you guys some insight and motivation about the end game for us as survivors. So taking the fight back to the narcissist, these are individuals that are lashing out. They have a lot of inner rage inside of them, built up inside of them. They are smearing your name. They are just very, very, very revengeful. And all of this negative behavior that lives inside of them, they do things like cheating, lying, stealing, physically and emotionally abusing you. So at some point, if you don't fight back, what you're going to have to. If you don't, it's a chance that you may lose your property or your children or money. So everybody relies on the law because there are laws in place. You rely on the law to protect yourself and protect your things, your property. Because the thing is with narcissists, they are very manipulative. They are skilled at getting things to turn around and trying to get things to work in the way that they want them to work, because they're going to be deceitful and they lie all the time. They have like shady legal behavior. Narcissists will get shady and do what they need to do to win. They a lot of them have sketchy backgrounds from their work history to their credit or criminal records and past relationship history, which they hide from us. They hide from, their victims. And so it's like you're involved in a war. A lot of us are not really built for that. We don't have the capability to do the things that the narcissist will do. They are, it's you're in all of these battles with them. It's emotional, it's hurtful, because the things that they do to you, it's pure chaos. And it's kind of like, what is really going on here? You have to really think about it. What is going on here? It's like the narcissist, it's like they're angry at the world and they're directing that rage at their victims. This can't be something that somebody should feel just from you leaving the relationship. All this anger, all this rage, it's all pent up and it's just directed towards the victims. They have no remorse, and they live by this motto. I have to say this. It's like, for them, it's like, if you can't prove it, then it didn't happen. So these are your tire slashers, very vindictive individuals. So for them, there we go back to that illegal, sketchy behavior that they have. They'll do anything to abuse their victims. So if you can't prove what they did, then they're not going to tell the truth about it. They're going to deny it. They're going to lie and deny. That's just what they do. They do awful things to people. They don't let things go. A normal relationship should just end. You go your way, I go my way, and that's how it should be. But with narcissists, they don't let things go. They have to put all the blame on you. And they are so vindictive, just the way that they decide to handle things. It's just like a child. That's what people call them, a child throwing a tantrum. And they are, all hell is breaking loose. They'll file false charges against you. They'll even mess with your family members. Anything that they have or they feel like they have on somebody, it's just pure chaos. They'll mess with your family members, your property, do anything just to punish you. All this fight and this drama. And, a lot of people think that it's hard for a lot of people to believe that somebody would really do this just because of a breakup, because it's so evil. They're very calculating and cold, and discharging so much anger at their victims. That's why it's so hard, and it will break you down to the core, And then when you turn around and, try to get help, these individuals are basically, they're playing the victim. They're blaming us for everything, blaming you for them not reaching their goals. But the truth about narcissists is that it's their own fault that they didn't reach their goals. Their failure to do the things that they're supposed to do. They are in this society that we live in. We're measured by achievements, career titles, businesses, family, property, your drives. And narcissists, they are so angry and jealous of like everybody, everything. They're so jealous and angry at anybody's accomplishment, so they kind of blame the world for them not achieving the things that they wanted to achieve. They can't stand looking at people that have successful, happy families, have great careers. They can't stand it if it's not them. For their victims, they blame their victims. They just bash you and blame you, and somehow they have put it in their mind that you are the problem. They'll even tell you, you ruined my life. And you're thinking to yourself, how did I ruin your life? You already had, in some cases, they already had a bad credit report before you met them, bad relationship history. Some of them have criminal records, but they will sit here and put that blame all on their victims, because that's how selfish and childish they are. They can't self-reflect that they're the ones that did what they did. They're the ones that failed to take responsibility, failed to be responsible, failed to mature and do things and work hard and have a lot of ethics and morals. Instead, they are breaking moral, legal, and ethical codes. So they think that it's just okay to do what they want to do. And then when it turns around on them and things don't work out, they end up blaming everybody else for their own problems. They are leeches. Their whole goal of the narcissist is to prey on others and devour them. And they're like blood suckers. They want to suck the life out of you, want to suck your soul out of you, just suck you dry. And just the fact that they can, just enjoy seeing you suffer with all of these things that they do. They'll sit back and watch you suffer. Sit back and watch you, suffer by the hands of the things that they created, the storm that they created, the getting half of your property, stealing your money, trying to take your kids away from you. They enjoy it. You sit back and you think, how can somebody, sit here and enjoy this? This is so, it's just so sickening. But narcissists, you have to fight them back. You can't just sit there and let them, do all of these things to you. A lot of, they do so much. You have to fight back, or you're at risk for losing things by ignoring, losing your property or your children just by ignoring, you just basically have to fight them back. You can't ignore orders or the law or whatever, because they'll definitely would love to see you get thrown in jail or arrested or whatever the case may be. But the thing about it, after all these years, I think just stay in no contact though. Stay in no contact is really, really the best, one of the best things you can do, because you can go back and their goal is to be around you. They love direct contact with you because they get to attack you and make you look crazy, right? They get to set up situations and get you to be emotional in front of the world, and then tell everybody that you're crazy or record it somehow. So having no physical direct contact with them is just like, it will change your world if you're doing it correctly, and just really really being serious about it. And just if you have to deal with them, because of some situations we have to deal with them because maybe they're a family member or something, you just kill them with kindness. But I don't mean you have to buy them flowers or candy or anything like that, but just kill them with kindness. It's kind of like, what would Jesus do type thing. Just say hello, how are you, and just, go on about your business. You don't have to entertain them or anything, because it's just thinking about it, all the things that they've done to you, and they don't get a chance to look and see you miserable. That's what their goal is. Why do you think they were doing all of these things to you, taking you to court, destroying your property, doing all of these things? They don't get to see you with that suffering anymore. That's what they actually wanted to see. They wanted to see more suffering, wanted to see more pain. So when you have the glow of God in your life, they just don't understand. They don't understand how you still have it together when they have worked so hard, all of that energy and that effort and that time that they put into destroying you, planning out things, treating you like you're on a battlefield, like you're at war, treating you like you are the person that has done everything that is wrong with their life, that you're responsible for everything. And that's not true. You don't deserve that. We don't deserve that. In a lot of cases, in most cases, we didn't do anything to them, but just simply left the relationship, left the situation alone, or not take them back. So killing them, that's why they say kill them with kindness. It kills them. Why does it kill them? To see you being happy, being kind. It's because that's not what they wanted. They wanted to see you destroyed so they could still go talk about it and to their family members and anyone with their flying monkeys. They wanted to spread rumors and smear campaigns. So it didn't work the way that they wanted to work. That's the end of the game. That's how it really goes. Years later, you move on and you're doing everything you're supposed to do, staying away from these individuals. Like I said, under whatever circumstances, if you have to deal with them indirectly because of court orders or whatever the case may be, kill them with kindness and stay no contact. Stay the heck away from them. Secure your lifestyle, depending on what kind of narcissist you deal with. Keep videos, cameras, or stay off social media. Go incognito. Whatever the case is, whatever you have to do, relocate, but staying away from them will change your world. And just, doing what you're supposed to do, living your life, moving on, So that's how you take your fight back to the narcissist. That's how you do it, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in, y'all. If you enjoy this content, please hit the subscribe button and the bell so you can get all the notifications for new videos that I upload. And comment below and tell me what you think about this video. I will talk to you guys soon.